Vulnerabilities have been coming up left and right in the WordPress community, whether it be popular plugins or the core WordPress itself. Now, a lot of people might be wondering, is WordPress even safe, and is it even worth it moving forward? Well, we'll find that out in this video. So WordPress has been around since the May of 2003. Fun fact, WordPress is 7 months older than me. In all these years, WordPress has been proven to be very versatile and has been able to establish itself as the world's most popular open source CMS. Keyword popular, not perfect. I mean, nothing in this world is really perfect, and neither is WordPress. WordPress has had its fair share of vulnerabilities, and it continues to have them. So, is WordPress unsafe? Well, let's first understand the vulnerabilities that I'm talking about. I'm talking about vulnerabilities that make it so information from your website gets into unwanted hands, or even worse, intruders get access to your entire site. The first kind of vulnerability is the one found within WordPress themes and plugins, and the another kind is the one within the core of WordPress itself. Now, the ones found within plugins and themes cannot be considered a vulnerability within WordPress, even though plugins and themes are the backbone of WordPress. It's because these themes and plugins are made by independent developers or companies. Now, the best remedy against these kind of vulnerabilities is to get your plugin from the correct source. That means from companies or developers that know what they're doing, that constantly update their plugins and themes. Besides that, the second kind of vulnerability is the one found within WordPress itself, which can be quite catastrophic. But the good news is, vulnerabilities found within the core WordPress is far less compared to the vulnerabilities found in plugins and themes. And all these vulnerabilities, ones within WordPress and within themes and plugins, are constantly being searched for, reported, and solved. Websites like WordFence, PatchStack, WP-Scan, Security, there's a lot of them. So the sites I just mentioned will have lists to all different kinds of vulnerabilities within plugins, themes, or even the core WordPress itself, so you can check it out. Now you might say, hold on a minute, is it a smart idea to be publishing all these different vulnerabilities online? Won't that just add more fuel to the fire? Well, the general practice is, first these companies find the vulnerabilities. Then they report these vulnerabilities to the developers or the respective companies. And then some time is given to fix these issues first, depending on the severity and how complex the issue is, and they might even extend the time upon developers' request. So if any vulnerability was reported and solved in the given time, say a month, then they'll go ahead and they'll release the reports on their sites, wanting users to update their plugin. And suppose this happens a lot, projects can be abandoned, or the developers might simply not be in contact, and in those cases, the plugins with vulnerabilities won't be resolved, right? In that instance, they'll wait for a certain period and they'll still move forward, and they'll publish the report regarding the vulnerability, alerting users to deactivate or remove the plugin from their sites. You see, it's very important that the news gets out, to firstly alert the users and to also alert other developers who might have similar plugins with similar vulnerabilities. So yes, publishing these vulnerabilities online is a smart idea. What is not a smart idea though is not subscribing to Tech Group. So there are vulnerabilities within WordPress that are getting searched and solved, but that does not change the fact that there are vulnerabilities. So we come back to the question, is WordPress safe? Well, WordPress is an open source CMS that has its code available for everyone. This invites two kinds of people. One is the active community that keeps WordPress alive, as well as, looks after these vulnerabilities, reports them, and they quickly get solved. While on the other hand, there will be intruders who will target WordPress specifically due to its popularity. So now you understand that it won't be uncommon to hear about these vulnerabilities. Matter of fact, this happens with almost all open source platforms. And the fact that we get to hear about these vulnerabilities mean that someone, somewhere is working actively to make WordPress safe. So you can choose what you like, a platform that is quiet, which may or may not be infested with vulnerabilities, or a platform that is transparent with its issues and actively fixes it. Me personally, I choose the latter one. Besides that debate, some responsibility also falls on us users. The best practices is to firstly stay updated with these vulnerability outlets, update your plugins and themes to the latest version, and your core WordPress as well. Basically be more aware. If any mishap happens, then you're the one who's going to take the hit for it. Now, if you want to secure your website and you don't know where to begin, then I have a video for you on this channel. Go check it out. So I would conclude by saying WordPress is pretty safe, and all these vulnerability reports that you see, you don't gotta sweat about it that much. So what do you think about the current state of WordPress? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you very soon. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe.